kind of the whole end of our season here. We've been running pretty well, and then we go Tuesday night to a track we hadn't been to before, and we win. And then we rolled out last night, and we were able to qualify on the front row for both nights for our heat races. So I think momentum obviously goes on your side, and it's a good thing to have. But this place is tricky. We've kind of statistically sucked here the last couple years, but rolled out and we're fast, and put ourselves in a good spot for the rest of the weekend. If you go get a win against the Outlaws is probably the hardest thing you can do during the season, and so to go and do that and prove to yourself that you can beat these guys who are the best in the country, and if not the world. So gives yourself a lot more confidence, and just the in your head, the ability to be able to go out and do it again. So we'll like I said, we're in a good spot for the rest of the weekend. Obviously it's not easy to go and win these races, but you got to start off the weekend on a good note and put yourself in position to try and win these races, and we've done that so far, and we'll see how the rest of the weekend goes.
Playing with some different things on the car, and was just way too tight in the heat race. That got us back, and then out there it's getting difficult to pass. It wasn't too bad, but just have a little work left to get a race set up where I could drive behind other cars. A car out there by itself, which we start on the pole tomorrow, get out there and with clean air, I'm fine. And we'll just have to work on our race setup a little better. I feel really good in the car. I've still got the issue of my foot. We had a 105-pound hunk of steel land on it 2 days before the race at Eldora and broke a bunch of bones in it. And that's one of the reasons we decided to pull out. It got too rough at Eldora for me to race, and I can deal with the pain here now. It's definitely still quite a bit of pain in it, but we'll be all right tomorrow. I think we can get our act together, and we still got a good shot at winning this thing. If I was planning or thought I was going to be able to come, we would have probably tried to come when they had practices. But Devin Jones has been a friend of mine that he's helped me, and Ed Petroff, and Boomer Construction, and they all kind of wanted to see me come, and I thought, we can do it. We can endure whatever pain we have to.
Well, me and Ronnie's become great friends over the years, and just we've accomplished things together that we wanted to accomplish, and personally for him, personally for me, and we want to do some other things outside of racing that's going to take some funds to do too. So it was just the right time. It was just kind of, I don't know, you can just feel it. One time we were actually going to quit 5 years ago, and just didn't feel like it's hardly the right time. So we went another 5 years, and we don't regret 1 ounce of it. It's been great. But I'm moving to Skyline, and Ronnie and I will do some things, outside of racing. So it'll be a good deal. Having kind of a plan on what you want to do going forward. Ronnie and I, our end of our deal, we were just kind of riding along, kind of done what we wanted to do. So Greg has it, and he's got things, different goals than even I have that he wants to accomplish. So that'll be good. It's always fun to race and have a reason to race and have something to challenge.
Brad found the bottom. I knew the bottom was going to be good in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, it was greasy down there, so I was waiting for it to come in, and Brad was working it. I saw him a couple times, and he obviously passed me, and from there he kind of, not that maybe he couldn't stick it or his car wouldn't let him stay down there, but once I went down there and figured it out, our car was really good down there, and seems like I had the way bottom all to myself, and it was really good. Qualified good for tomorrow as well, so hopefully we heat race well and get ourselves in the dash, and try to win another race. That's all we could control, and we win all 3 races. It should be closer. I don't know how close it'll be, but all it takes is one little thing to happen, and I think we're right there.
I think my car was a little bit tight, so it needed the extra grip, and just got a little bit hard for me to hit the bottom once the track lost a little bit of grip. So just a couple things that we need to change with the race car, and probably just need to do a little bit better driving. Just kind of gave up on the bottom because I didn't feel good, and slowing down behind the lap cars was making my car kind of not feel as good, and thought I could make some more speed up top, but it seemed like the bottom was the place to be there. David kind of proved that. We drove by and probably should have stuck with it, but you'll have that. You're trying to move around to win these races, and Rico was kind of moving around, didn't know where to be, and I was struggling to get by the lap cars, so it's just how these races play out. You got to be just a little bit better. You got to make really good decisions, and tonight we just messed up a little bit too much. One night at a time, try to win the race. Obviously David's running really well. We know that we're gonna have to run really well. It was a good first night for us. It's not anything to be, I think if anything, I'm just disappointed I didn't win the race or do a little bit better there. I need to get my car just a little bit better tomorrow night, and hopefully we can just put together the solid weekend for the rest of the weekend.
I just made a few mistakes, being the race leader and just picking the wrong lanes, and then trying to, dissect lap traffic and going nonstop like that. I just needed to slow down a little bit more and hit the bottom, but overall, I felt like, our car was really set up to run the top, and I should have just stayed up there and let the race play out when they go nonstop like that. So just judging depth perception and lap traffic became difficult, and I should have, like I said, just picked better lanes.